That's when you find a girl that's gonna help you chase that pot of gold. Like a lot of these chicks that I'm finding now, like they'll come along and it's all like it's a big dream, to find this big pot of gold. But when the journey there, they're not there.
Yeah.
Right? And like when she left, I was like, I'm gonna screenshot my I don't usually do this. I know we just fucking met, but like I'll show you my bank account right now. Like it's unreal. Look at this.
Just bought a pair of new jam fucking socks. Trust Tyler Perry, he made plays for the block. Wasn't even about to rap on this, but it knocks. Where you tryna go, cause it's smoke at the top. Spade at the party, throw them bitches in a truck. We was just on Young Street, they was eating it up. My life ain't a movie, bitch, it's just us. They can't find a shooter, bitch, cause it's us.
Lingering with Luke, April 27th, 2026. Chad, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, bud?
I haven't seen you in a while, man.
Been a long time. You got the salad going there.
Oh, yeah, dude. Got the salad. I got the Wisconsin Badgers baseball jersey going on today, which is, I bought this. I forgot I owned this. I bought this because Wisconsin doesn't have a baseball team. So, I don't
Brewers,
know.
the Brewers don't count?
No, I mean like the University of Wisconsin Badgers.
Oh.
They don't have a baseball team. It's weird that they don't, but they don't. It's a fact that I know.
I actually didn't know that either. I would have never guessed.
The only reason why I know that is because my buddy Staff was the pitching coach at Ohio State. And then he would we just talked to him about baseball all day at the card shop. And he obviously Big Ten baseball came up a lot.
Yeah. Well, I guess their theory, they need some time off for extra drinking in Wisconsin. So I guess they're just, when it comes to spring, they're just going to punt, after basketball's over.
Exactly. And can you name the most famous Minnesota Golden Gophers baseball alum?
No.
Tony Gwynn, I believe, right?
Really?
Is that right? I could be completely wrong. Now I'm like, no, I'm wrong. I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah, I could. No, I'm absolutely wrong. There is who played Golden Gophers. Hang on. Golden Gophers baseball. Best player ever. Dave Winfield.
Yeah. Okay.
Also black, but not Tony Gwynn
Same thing.
by any stretch of the imagination. Tony Gwynn played basketball and all that. Yeah. So
you look like
Nadal today.
I'm out in the
Yeah,
garage.
Nadal was what I was going for. I don't know what I did.
You got the Nadal going on for sure.
I took my blue one off a minute ago, so I grabbed the black one. The black one I don't like as well though because it's the full circle. Like the blue one I tie. It's like a bandana sort of set. But yeah, Nadal, awesome.
You ready to hit the clay?
You're a tennis guy, right? You're not like super into it.
I mean,
no.
I watched in like the 90s.
Do you bet?
I know enough.
Tennis?
No,
Okay.
that's Hoodie.
Hoodie bets on tennis. So I was.
Oh yeah.
I haven't I loved tennis when I was a kid. That was the sport that I was best at. But like today, I was watching a clip and they were like, "Imagine you get tickets to the French Open or the Spanish. I don't know what the fuck it is right now. It's not the French Open. It's too early to be the French Open." But whatever the event is, and this is what you're gonna watch, and it's this guy. It's called pushing, where no matter what the guy he just hits the ball, kind of lobs it back over and over again. The objective of that style of play being the other person makes a mistake. But you'll get rallies of 40 fucking back and forths if the other guy's not a puss. Like the guy I was watching today was a puss. He was just sitting there at the baseline hitting the ball as hard as he could back. You got it. With that kind of a guy, you got to serve in volume. And when you're defending, you got to just rush the net as soon as you possibly can before he can lob it on you. Because otherwise, for me, when I played tennis, those kind of guys killed me. That was a huge thing in it's a huge thing in kids tennis. That's why I was shocked to see it in adult tennis. Big middle school, even in by the time I got to high school, that wasn't really a thing anymore. It was more of a middle school thing where you got the kids who just hit the ball back. Because eventually the other kid's going to fuck up and hit the net or whatever. I was a kid that would I was much better skills-wise than the other kids, but I was in puberty. I was like 14. You're retarded when you're 14. It infuriated me. And over again, I would just like try to hit the ball as hard as I fucking could.
Yep.
I'd start trying to hit the person that I was going up against, like with the ball. Because if you hit them, it doesn't matter if it bounces or not. Like I'll fucking hammer grip it, just try to smack the other person with the ball.
So you were that guy. Yeah. Just lob it back to you and you're going to be self-inflicted wounds.
Yep. You know what I heard a lot of in middle school tennis, especially? Covenant warning from the match officials, because I'd be slamming my racket, yelling. I was a little prick. I was a douche.
It's a gentleman's game.
It is a gentleman's game, and I think I appreciate that now. I think I'm gonna get. I don't know. Well, actually, let's skip ahead to a topic real quick. 54-year-old knuckleballer, Atlantic League, which is
yeah.
Charleston Dirty Birds are in the Atlantic League. He plays for the like Hagerstown, whatever. The Hagerstown Suns would have been the minor league team back in the day. I don't know what they are now.
Sure.
So he wasn't in the box score of either game that they played. It was a doubleheader both ways. So I thought that was, I for a minute I thought it was fake news, but like it doesn't make sense for it to be fake news. Somebody responded to my thing being like, "Hey, he's not in the box score. How'd he do?" He faced 4 batters, didn't get anybody out, but didn't have any earned runs either. But
how are you gonna punk him on the box score? I don't understand.
Well, if you're in the why? How could you not be in the box score if you face a batter? You're in the box score, correct?
Right. This is a real life Kenny Powers here.
So this guy was drafted back in whatever time he would have been drafted, and it just didn't work out in the minor leagues. And then he did construction for 30 years. So some guy commented, he was like, "Hey, I know this guy. He plays for our wood bat men's league. We win a lot because of him. Like he can throw the ball like 85 still if he wants to, but he's a knuckleballer and he hits like in men's league."
That's pretty damn good.
But my point of all this, I'm 33 years old, Chad. That guy's 54. That means I have 21 years, conceivably, to learn how to throw a knuckleball and then get signed by an Atlantic League team.
You're telling me there's a chance.
You're telling me there's a chance. I'll spend the rest of I'll spend the next 10 years throwing knuckleballs at a wall. I don't care. I need something to do. I need a weird I need something to make my mark in the world. I think it's going to be the knuckleball. I've got the hair, dude. I think I would look awesome as a pitcher.
I was just going to say, if you got rid of the Nadal thing, you could throw a cap on and get a little Wakefield going on.
Hang on.
You got a bees cap? You have bees cap over there?
I got a Charleston Dirty Birds cap. That works because that's who I potentially want to play for.
There you go.
Oh.
See,
there we go.
What it is, you got to use the extra grease from the hair too to get a little extra.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm gonna be like Gaylord Perry, dude. not just because I'm a homo, but also because I'm gonna be cheating. I'm gonna be like doing that. I'm gonna be doing a lot of this and a lot of that and a lot of that. Gaylord Perry was more effective pretending to cheat than he was actually cheating. Like it would just fuck with him when he would always touch himself a million times before he'd pitch, like before he'd throw a pitch, because it would just fuck with the batter. And then he wrote his book. His book was like, basically like, I didn't kill her, but if I did kill her, here's how I would have done it. And then he was like, and then at the end of his book, he's like, you know what, though, I'm never going to, I quit cheating years ago and I'm never going to cheat again. Or will I, or did I, like, just like an awesome troll.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of comments, by the way.
Yeah. What's up?
What's up, boys? How you darn? Chad, it's been a hot minute. Hope all is good. That's Sean Wick. Brotown, well. Jackson's here for Chad. Willie Randolph is impressed that I've brought topics. BDO says shout out Sean, peace A, and also shout out Lukey. So how's things been going in your life? I haven't talked to you much the last couple months.
Glad to hear from you all, boys. Good stuff. Doing well. I've just been busy as shit. Bought a house last week and in New York, and that took forever to close. I was out there doing that. And then work has been busier than it should be. Busiest it's been in like 7 years. Cancer industry right now is still growing double digits for sure. I can
Cancer's
vouch.
Hot.
Yeah,
Cancer's hot right now.
Cancer's hot in the streets right now. Been watching Sabres hockey, a lot of Sabres hockey. Just trying to keep it moving, really. But I've not been plugged into too much. But
Oh, you're not missing much. Kind of the usual bullshit in this universe.
it's actually to that point. It's actually been good. I kind of had one of the. Usually I stay plugged in, but like I really haven't even been in the markets in the last week, or kind of like had that unplugged tune out. You know, what I mean, had a lot of birthdays and stuff. Took some time off.
Kind
So
of unplugged from all the bullshit. Just kind of
a little
chilling.
bit. I'm always paying attention, you know, but it's been kind of just really life busy stuff. So
You've been traveling much?
yep, yep. I was
Yeah.
down in Fort Myers. I was in Columbia, South Carolina. I was
Did you
in
see that?
Kentucky, Cincy a lot.
Did you see that Bob or Tom died? I don't know which one it was anymore. One of
I did
the.
not. I saw that on your list though. Yeah.
Hang on. Bob died April 17th. 10 days ago,
Oh,
Bob
shit.
died. Bob Kavoyan.
Those guys been doing radio how long? 50 years?
Was Tom still around?
I have no idea.
I mean, I hadn't listened to that show. Literally, the only experience I had with that show is that was what I would listen to every morning when my dad would
Right.
drive me to school, because
Right.
that's what he listened to.
That had to be one of
Tom
the
Griswold.
longest syndicated radio spots though ever.
And it was kind of like the like if you weren't, if you didn't have Howard, it was kind of the Midwest's and like Middle America's answer to like Howard Stern and Opie and Anthony and the
Sure.
bigger shows. Which those bigger shows were better. There's no argument about that. But there's a Bob and Tom show joke that always sticks out to me. There was I don't even remember like what the context was, but he was like, "Who's your favorite football player? Is it Brian Piccolo or is it Doug Flutie?"
Right. Dude, they had a lot of good spots. That's where I got that Kenny Tarmac bit. Like,
Yeah, that guy
was
died,
always,
right? Is that
Yeah.
that guy? Yeah, that guy died
was-
a couple of years ago.
Always one of my favorite spots, and it's so true with the travel bullshit. So I've held on to that one.
I pulled one of those out in the group chat the other day and nobody got it. I was like, "Hey, shooter just landed ORD to FAX or FHX through, PHX
Yeah.
through 4,000 miles, shooter. Hey, got another call on the line."
Always
that,
on a fucking sales call, like the quintessential salesman. Yeah.
But that, like, Kenny Tarmac's that guy that's like wearing a polo shirt and like just regular like Wrangler jeans and he's worth $20 million. You have no idea. He's got like he's got his phone on his belt. Hey, shooter just landed. He said, "Not
Yeah,
the
I'm trying
shooter
to-
joke again." Sorry,
Yeah.
not that shooter
All right.
joke again.
Yeah.
I do want to shout out, or I want to address this real quick. I called Jake earlier today. I left him, "Hey Dan, how you doing, buddy?" I left him a voicemail because he didn't pick up. Behavior lately has just been absolutely disgraceful, Jake. You got to get it together. I don't know what the fuck makes you think you can call Robbie V a sped of all people. Robbie V is like a real, like, Robbie V is a saint, dude. He created the spaces that you walk on today. Like, Robbie V walked so Jake can like cry and scream at people. But get it together. I don't know if you need to get help, like get help. This like you can't be happy either. You can't be enjoying this. This is awful. This is horrible. The things you're doing right now are like crazy. So get it together, Jake. You're a disgrace right now. This is like the sit down in The Sopranos. The fucking the what do you call it when the person's doing drugs and you
Intervention. Yeah.
the intervention in The Sopranos. You're a fucking
Yeah.
disgrace right now.
This
like,
is
get
the
it
Chris
together.
intervention.
Clean it
You
up.
sat on-
Clean it up, Chrissy.
You sat on the
Get it
dog.
together. Yeah, you sat on the fucking dog. Yeah, what's the
But-
thing too? He's like, I saw you were passed out in a urinal. It was fucking disgusting. Something like that.
But also though, I've not been following this Jake stuff, so I can't comment whatsoever. I hope Jake's doing well. But did you guys
He's
not?
not.
This is on the heels of him getting his own show, right? There's the Jake show
You're
now.
You're so far behind in the Jake world. Like that
Oh.
might as well have been 10 seasons ago.
Really?
Yeah, we're way past that point now. That came and died. He kind of latched on to Jess Machado, who's like one of those horrible Karen Reed grifter people.
Mm.
And then like, that's not really gone that well. But I don't know. Like Sean said, Jake apologized. Hopefully, it'll be a sincere apology this time. I kind of doubt it, but we can move on. I just want to shout out Robbie V just for being a great guy. We did what's been going on with Chad. And we
Second
did
that.
Bob and Tom guy died.
Yep.
54. Bauer 7-inning no hitter though. Because I guess all the Atlantic League teams played doubleheaders that this weekend, so that was why it was 7 innings. The 54-year-old guy also was in a 7-inning game. He only got through 4 batters. I went to the Marshall game this weekend.
Saw that.
Beautiful stadium. But my dad and I went with my dad. We didn't realize, like, it took me a minute to realize. I was like, there's a lot of like 20-year-old girls around here. What's going on? We sat basically with the girlfriends, like over the top. We were behind the dugout, the Marshall dugout. And like the girl in front of me, like her hair kept getting on my dad's drink. He had a Pepsi, and like she kept flipping her hair around. I could tell it was pissing him off. But so that was entertaining me. Like while the game was going on, I was kind of watching that battle.
Yeah.
But I really like all the girls in the section had like players' names on the backs of their sweatshirts and stuff, and a lot of like I think their parents too. A lot of people wearing like NIL gear, like off-brand hoodies that say a player's name.
That makes more
I'm
sense.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you're sitting around like, man, these girls are all kind of hot too. Like, what's going on? Oh yeah, they're banging the baseball players. Okay.
Oh yeah. They were real low energy. I mean, like it was a good crowd. It's a nice ballpark. Real low energy. There was more energy from the Troy dugout than there was from like the rest of the stadium, which was kind of crazy. Like the Troy dugout settled down too. I was kind of surprised because like they were sort of razzing the umpire like from the get-go. Mm-hmm. Like they'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's a ball." Everything he would do would be like, "Yep, good call, that's a strike. Yep, good call, that's a ball." And I think they told that guy to shut up because they stopped doing that like the second inning. Marshall dugout a little bit, just basically like, "Come on, Tyler, come on." A lot of that.
Well, if you've been to any Little League games lately, which I'm sure you haven't,
no, I'm not. But maybe I'll be an umpire. Maybe that's my next venture.
Dude,
sorry,
huge point of emphasis. They're getting on the parents so hard now because there's such an ump shortage. And like, you're behind home plate, you got all the moms that he's like ball 4, and they're all like, "What?" Like just scream at him at the same time. And he turns around, he's like, "Hey." And then the coach has to come over and fucking be like, "Hey, we can't get anybody to actually ump, so you guys should probably shut up."
You guys got to stop. We're paying like $35. Which, by the way, like I'm definitely like maybe that should be my next thing I get into is umping. I'll go up some minor league or some little league games, work my way up.
That'd be like Bad News Bears ump too. It'd be awesome.
That would be sweet if I roll up like with the headband on with a beer.
Fucking
that'd
drunk
be awesome.
on Natty. Yeah.
What was there was speaking along this point with the parents though, I think there was a little bit of that still going on in the college level because I could definitely tell like there was a mom of one of the players and like she was like mad about something and she was whispering back and forth with another one of the moms and like that was probably like because we were losing so you probably got to deal with bullshit there too. Easy money, Luke with the chest protector on. I wouldn't wear a chest protector though. I'm not wearing a chest protector for Little League. I'll wear a chest protector for Little League, for above Little League. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to run to be an umpire. And to be honest with you, you don't even have to call balls and strikes that accurately.
Well, most of them just have like the new, like the Armalite, and they put it under the T-shirt now. Like it used to be, and some of the old school guys still have the actual chest protector, like a shield.
What?
And they lean right on top of it, like fucking, like.
How you just said old school there, that made me think I'm actually going to do it up if I do it. I'm going to wear the the suit, the sports coat, and like I'm going to look like a National League umpire from 1964 if I do it.
You actually need the shield pad chest protection.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the whole thing.
Lean like you're in 300.
Yep, exactly.
Right in
I got to work. A little bit of that.
Working on it.
I think I like that motion, so I don't know, but I'll work on it.
The punch out is key.
Tear my rotator cuff punching out a 6-year-old.
Well, at least the games are watchable for me because we're at 13. So
my uncle does it, and for certain level games, he has to wear the blazer. Hell yeah. I like it. I actually like the idea of wearing the blazer, so I'm in on it. I'm gonna
Doesn't-
look into
isn't-
that. I'll see if the minor league needs me. I need
Doesn't
some part-time work. I need more money.
Dude.
Some minor league games or some kid games. I keep calling it minor leagues. So that's what I'll do too. I'll show up and I'll pretend like it's the minor leagues.
I don't know if he's in on the stream here, but I think Hoodie umps certain sports as well. I think a couple of them.
Willie Randolph might be Hoodie. I'm not saying he is Hoodie, but if somebody might be Hoodie, it might be Willie Randolph. But he doesn't ump. He if it were Hoodie, he refs soccer.
Right, ref.
Specifically.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, he does a couple
That's
sports.
right. Yeah, he
In
posts
between
his
gambling.
he posts his Fitbit thing after a game, and he'll run like 4 miles during a game.
Really?
I don't know if I've run 4 miles in my life.
Oh, that's another Chad thing. I definitely ran 2.5 miles this week. First time in fucking forever. My legs hurt, but I'm getting back into that as well. Just because I turned.
Sorry, that was Sean. That was Sean.
Gotcha. I turned 40, and I'm like, I haven't ran in since I left the military. I should probably fix that. So I just started getting back into it.
You know what? You have 14 years to do.
What's that?
Become a knuckleball pitcher in the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball, my friend.
Way ahead of you. I got 4 pitches. I got good stuff.
Oh yeah, what are your 4 pitches?
I
Do you
would
actually
throw-
have 4 pitches?
Actually, I half-assed because I have with the kid I have pitches. So you got.
Oh,
we got
that's
a
right.
two-
Yeah, yep.
We got a 2-seamer. You got the change. You got the curve, and then we have kind of like a slider, but our pitching coach calls it like a ghost sweeper. But it's kind
I
of
have
a
one-
sweeper slider.
I have one pitch right now. I palm the ball literally like this, and it just kind of it almost like it just kind of does that. Like I assume it's called the home run ball. You hit that, I throw that to you and you hit a home run on it. But I don't know. That's I throw it about 47. So
Okay.
that was a couple years ago though that I was on the gun. So I got to work on it. But I figure if I could throw a knuckleball 50 miles per hour, that's viable in men's league.
Yeah, oh yeah. I
You'd be a
haven't been on
men's
the
league
gun.
star.
I haven't been on the gun since high school, dude. I couldn't even guess what I'm throwing.
The only
Usually
reason why I
I'm
was on the
throwing them back and forth in the yard type shit right now, or in the pen. I'm the designated catcher in the pen for my kid, who's a pretty good pitcher.
yeah. The only reason why I was on the gun at all is because my buddy Staff, the former pitching coach for Ohio State. He does the kid stuff, and he was at the card shop and he just had the gun with him. It was like, let's go outside and see how far we all throw. It was fun. Jake says Hollymont, bro. I don't know what that he's referring to.
Yep.
Holiday Value.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Holiday Valley.
So apparently, let me address that real quick. Jake has skied, and he's right. It is the private side of the hill. So I just bought a house near Holiday Valley Ski Resort. That's the
okay.
public side.
I will say for Jake real quick. Jake is, from what I understand, Jake is a good skier. I will give
Well, that's
Jake
what
that.
I was going to say. I was going there. So Hollymont, the other side of that mountain, is the largest private ski resort. And Jake has apparently skied there before and been in the area. So, I just picked up an Airbnb 5 minutes door to door from the resort. So apparently Jake's
Isn't
been out
that
there.
house that you were showing me a couple months ago?
Yeah, it took 3 or
Yeah.
4 months to close. It was a pain in the
Oh,
ass,
yeah.
but we got it done. Yeah.
Actually, never mind. I'll text you about it.
By the way, I do not recommend buying. Can't recommend anything, but it is difficult right now to get a deal as an investment property. But so it almost didn't get done, but it got done because the bank was just being ridiculous over everything. I had pre-approval, and then and everything was good, and I had all the assets how they wanted it. And then the seller made 3 changes to the deal. And New York is an attorney state, so you have both sides have attorneys. So it takes 60 days to close instead of 30. And then coming down the stretch, they made 3 or 4 fucking changes to the deal. The seller couldn't find a house, so I had to end up renting it back to her. And then at the end, the fucking bank was like, "Oh shit, like we counted your 401k and some of this other stuff as assets, but this is an investment property, so we shouldn't have done that." And like all of a sudden I'm scrambling fucking assets last minute, but we got it done. But it's a pain in the ass. I don't recommend getting an investment property
So-
right now. They're really not trying to give out mortgages for investment properties.
So, what's your goal here? Is your next house going to be in California?
Hell no. I know it's sad. I can't believe I.
It's
ended
crazy because
owning
upstate
a
New
house
York
in
is
New York.
basically Ohio, Pennsylvania.
I
It's
know.
Ohio, it's Pennsylvania, but it's
know.
in fucking New York.
I believe me, I almost didn't go there for that reason alone. But I fucking grew up in the area, and it's
Yeah, no,
rural.
I know, I get it. I'm fucking with you. I think you should probably look into like maybe Montreal next. I heard they've got good.
No, we're going to West by God next.
Yeah. Actually, I will bring it up. Lewisburg, West Virginia, I think is my next move
Oh yeah.
here in the next couple of years. My folks are going to retire out there. And I think I'm going to, like, my whole thing I'm into right now is the idea of buying some land, like just in shit, like it's pretty out there. Lewisburg's got money. That's where like the Greenbrier is and all that shit.
Yep.
But like somewhere out in that way, maybe Alderson, somewhere like in that part of West Virginia where it's pretty, where you've talked about going. I want some land and just like I drive by one of those. I don't remember what it's called. They're one of those manufactured home places. They're all over the country. There's a million of them everywhere, and like those don't look bad to me, dude.
No,
Like they don't look bad at all. Like I look at those
I love it
fuckers
out
and I'm
there.
like, honestly, you throw one of those things out there, get a septic tank. I mean, that's a pain in the ass, but like, how big of a pain? I almost love the idea of having a septic tank because the city sewer is so fucking expensive.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I pay more for city sewer than I do for water. So
Yeah.
and everybody does around here. So like, fuck that. I'll get a septic tank.
Yep. If you don't have to, especially if you don't have to get a permit for it, you just say fuck it, throw it in there. But we should definitely do a Summersville trip. Like I want to get an Airbnb out of Summersville so we can tool around because that's definitely. I'm interested in buying a lake house in Summersville Lake. But I have to scope it out, dude. Haven't spent any time down there. Sorry, go ahead.
Sean says you have to lie and say you're living in the house.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm from New Zealand now. At Sean Jackson and Jackson and Menners have tainted Australia's reputation. I'm a big Menners guy right now. Love Menners. Menace is one of my good friends. Menace. Dan's still my favorite Australian, but Menace is definitely my second favorite Australian. Jackson's far and away if I knew any other Australians, Jackson. Actually, customer at work, Australian lady, like her better than Jackson. She's number 3, and Jackson's number 4.
I'm actually going in 2 weeks to see my favorite Australian, which is James McCann. James McCann.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Fucking the best comedian you've never heard of. Yeah, he was just on Rogan last week, actually. This week.
Does he go by Jimmy? Yep, Lily. I like Lily better than I like Jackson. There we go.
James Donald Forbes McCann. He's fucking awesome.
I'm still down under. God damn it. Just roll with it. It's still down under. Funny guy from Adelaide. Oh, so there you go. He knows him. See, there you go. Dan, have you met Dan? Dan was on Open Borders with me.
Dan's
I thought
fucking
so.
awesome. I'm a big
Dan's
Dan
great.
Jackson guy.
Dan kind of took over your role in Meeting the Mind since you've been gone. Like he's the guy that sits there and doesn't talk. Everybody, like he's the guy that I'd love to hear from, but he's overshadowed by the meeting of the minds of it all.
The bits where Dan does the note taking is phenomenal. That's great content.
That was a good bit. I like that bit. Red Sox Almanac, great guy by the way. I'm sure you know him. Card guy, he's farmly guy.
Yep.
He posted the other day. He had like the Alice Springs meal or whatever at Outback, and I was like, "You're joking? That's not they have a meal at Outback. They have a meal at Outback named after the most horrible town in Australia.
Alice Springs Chicken. They've had that on the menu for forever. I used to work at Outback.
That's hysterical.
Yep.
Alice Springs is like if you Google like what's the worst place in Australia, they'll say it's Alice Springs.
Yep.
I've never eaten in an Outback before. My entire
All right.
life.
Well, we'll go on our Summersville trip.
It's all right. Yeah, I've never been a go to the chain steakhouse guy. I've never been to go to the other steakhouse guy either. I went to Ruth's Chris one time when I worked at the accounting firm in Columbus. That was our Christmas party.
Yep.
And like it was a good time.
That's a high end chain. Yeah, there's a lot of those high end steak chains like that. Like Sullivan's is like that.
There's one in Chicago near where they do the National that everybody always goes to. I can't remember the name of it right now. I don't think it's a chain though. I think it's near wherever the National is there in Rosemont. Yeah. Can't think of it. Luke only cares about how he looks on camera. It's true. I am jaded. Are you in the basement right now?
I'm in the garage.
Oh, dude, I got to show you something real quick. I just remembered I have this as well. I've been meaning to send it to you for like over a year now. Ooh. I've been meaning to send this to you for like well over a year now.
Hell yeah. Is that the Huggins shirt?
Yeah, it's 68th anniversary, 1955, 2023, and it's got like Huggins and Jerry West, Javon Carter, Rod Hundley, Bob Huggins, Rod Thorne.
Oh man,
Kevin Pittsnoggle, Deshaun Butler, Jawan Staten, Joe Alexander, Mike Gansey, Kevin Jones, Derek Culver, Devin Ebanks, and Jay Sean Page.
I will rock that.
Says thank you for the memories. Thank you for the memories.
That's the best.
It's an extra large. You'll be swimming in it, but
that's cool.
It's actually like it looks like a girl's extra large. I think you'll fit in it, no problem. Like it's not that big. Like I would wear it. I could fit in that one. I would never wear that because it's awful. But
nice.
Who? Yeah. So I'll send that out.
Cleaning out the garage. That's the other new thing. I got a Golden Tee machine actually, right here, like the old school one, like a 05. Fucking been playing the shit out of Golden Tee. I modded it out.
Fuck yeah! You got the old school machine.
Hell yeah!
That's awesome.
It weighed about 1,000 pounds getting it in here, but I got.
I used to play PGA golf with Bio Dude, and he has like his own jerry rigged like Golden Tee thing for PGA. So like the whole time you're playing with him, he'd be like ranting about something autistic, and then like you hear like whoosh, when he hit the fucking ball. Yeah, Bio Dude built his own Golden Tee. I don't know if I ever told you about buddy. Shout out Greenie's Cards in Cleveland. Oh, one time but the place that he set up his business in, like next door was like this place, like my buddy knocked on the door the first time he was going there. He knocked on the wrong place, and the guy opened the door. It was just like a bunch of Golden Tee machines and like dudes hanging out. Like it was like these guys that just play Golden Tee money tournaments.
Dude, they do. They play for cash. Like you play.
Yeah,
skins,
like they just rented an office in this office park and like kept their machines there and like had couches and stuff. But like apparently it was a viable business. All they did all day long was play Golden Tee.
Dude, it gets fucking serious. So that's what I mean. I bought the 05, and then I converted it to a Complete. So Complete has all 29 golf courses, and that's like the best year. It's like 05, 06. And this thing's mint, and it gets fucking intense, man. My old roommate and I used to play, and even my brother, who fucking hates golf, like was like, this thing's awesome. He'd get fucking super stoned, and like you just get into it.
Absolutely.
It's fucking
have
great.
You ever had one of the mini ones that you have for like the home? Like it's just like a little box basically.
Yeah, it's just
do they suck?
Yeah.
So not worth it. You just got to get the real deal.
Well,
how much is the real deal?
So I got this one from a pawn shop in Chicago for like $1,500, and usually they run closer to they usually run closer to like $3,000. So I got a good deal.
I had a feeling it wasn't a cheap hobby.
Yeah, and so I snatched it up when I found a deal. I've been looking for a while, and but the new ones like the 2020s and stuff, I hate those ones too. Like it's got to be mid 2000s.
Why do you hate the new ones? Like,
because
is it different?
They made it look more like Sega Dreamcast golf or something. You know, it's too like this one actually had they like. I like the play and the golfers in this and the courses. Like they made them
Yeah.
almost. I don't know. They almost made them too cartoonish. The newer
So
ones.
it got more arcadey.
Yeah, it felt like
Okay.
it.
Less realistic, more
And
arcadey.
they separated the monitor from the base. You know what I mean? These ones are old school. Have the old boob tube right in.
Oh
them.
yeah.
Like it takes
Every bar and grill I went to as a kid always had the golden tee and all that. I love golden tee. It's awesome. Everybody likes golden tee.
Yeah. Yep. Even people that don't like golf love the place. So anyway.
Yeah.
So I got that too. That's new. And so I've been doing all kinds of shit. Now tell me, getting back to the baseball, you had rants about the price of beers and the new umps, and I wanted to
Yeah,
hear
I
yours.
actually was in contact earlier today with the Thundercast podcast. They're the premier Marshall podcast. They have connections with the athletic department. I was on their podcast one time. I'll have to go back and find it. I donated a bunch of tickets. I didn't donate a bunch of tickets. I facilitated a bunch of tickets that were donated to my place of business going to the Thundercast so they could distribute them. We got a bunch of people in the game. It was like a last game of the year, really cold. We had like 200 tickets. Like it was insane. I had a stack of tickets this big. But yeah,
Wow.
And then they have a great tailgate before every game. But I was like, all right, so like Marshall game, my dad and I went. It was like 11 or 12 bucks for a ticket, which is fine. Like no complaints there whatsoever. Nice little seat, you know, right above the dugout. Got to hang out with the girlfriends and the wives and the parents. Beer is $9.50 for a 16-ounce domestic, and it's like $11 for like, you know, a foreign beer, which I assume a foreign beer is going to be a Heineken or something.
That's incredible,
not-
though. Yeah.
Is that
you would
not
hate
insane?
Chicago. You would hate Chicago.
Okay,
That's
yes, I
actually
get-
kind of incredible. No, I'm telling
Okay.
almost every dude. I go to all kinds of shows, events, and even outside of Chicago, your average stadium beer is 15 to 21 bucks now, dude. It is that bad. So you're still like 50% under market.
All right, so hear me out. This is, by the way, one of the smallest markets in the country.
I know.
Basically, like I would expect beer to be cheaper in like central Alabama, maybe some parts of Mississippi, but this is about as cheap as beer should be here.
Yeah.
Charge more for the ticket.
Yeah.
Make it a $20 ticket for like a seat. Like the seat that I paid for was the same as general admission, which actually next time I'm gonna get general admission because they have a bunch of tables that are like right above where we were sitting. And my dad was like, yeah, I'd rather sit at a table. That'd be great. The seats were kind of small. He's 6'4", so he was a little smushed in there. Like they're chair
shit.
backs, but they're small.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a little uncomfortable, and I'm 6 feet tall, so he was a little. And then he had the hair in his Pepsi as well. But I don't know. Charge $20 for a ticket, and then charge $5 for a 16-ounce beer.
They could do a solid and be like, hey, $5 high lifes today or something. Like
There was no atmosphere whatsoever. I feel like if they're at least make the beer cheaper, there might be some atmosphere. Like, I don't know, let the parents and girlfriends get a little tipsy. Where's Menners? Menners has never been on Lingering with Luke. Guys, just so you know, this is not Meeting of the Minds. This is Lingering with Luke. It's generally me and Chad. Jake is probably the most frequent person besides me and Chad on here. Menners sucks, Diane. Only you and Luke want him here. Well, yeah. Menners doesn't suck, but yes, probably only. No, Chad, I'm sure, has no problem with Menners.
I have no problem with Menners. He's a little further down my Australian list, though. I don't have him in my top.
Yeah. He's no Dan or.
I have
Who's your number
Jackson
one?
above Menners. Luke McCann, then Dan, then Jackson.
Wow.
Or not Luke McCann, James McCann. James McCann, sorry.
Jake will not be on. I'm sorry. Jake's in timeout. I spoke my piece to Jake. Jake's welcome to come on Meeting of the Minds. Again, I'm not going to send him the link directly, but he's welcome. We post the link publicly multiple times a night. He's welcome to come on. But no, Jake will not be on tonight. Lingering with Luke, what's good at MAHJF sounds like a boner salad. Boner salad hates me, so it's not boner salad. I think I know who that is, but I can't remember who it was. So hang on. Let's get into some more topics here. How about them Reds, by the way?
Looking all right.
18 and 10. 18 and 10. They're not gonna keep this up. They just
By the
can't.
way, we were going to talk Weatherholt too, because actually I don't know if you saw, they're doing a big thing for him today because it's his first game back in Pittsburgh. So he's originally from
Oh,
Pittsburgh. When
right.
it's like that, right along the border there, like Ohio Pittsburgh border or Ohio Pennsylvania border, and then he went to school at WVU. So they were playing at the Pirates today, and they threw a big thing. Like even the whole West Virginia athletic department went up there and fucking threw him a
Was
thing. Kids,
Skeens pitching today though?
I have no idea. It's a good question. I'm sure he doesn't want that smoke. But he's been playing awesome. Like,
Oh, he's been great. The game I was listening to on the radio
It's a
the
stud.
other day, he's 0 for 3. So, well, he's not 0 for 3. He has 3 at bats and nothing going on today. No, it was not. It was Wilbur Dotel for Pittsburgh today.
Skeens actually has been struggling to start the year this year, surprisingly so.
That's just. Yeah, he had some errors from what's his face, O'Neal Cruz.
Fucking Cruz.
in that
Cruz
first
is
game.
he's a defensive liability. He's so terrible.
I don't like O'Neal Cruz and I don't like Jazz Chisholm. They're the same player to me. I mean, I know they play different positions. One's an infielder. O'Neal Cruz is originally a shortstop, but they're both
twice
they're
his
both
size.
they're both a lot of sizzle, very little steak, in my opinion.
Yeah, O'Neal
Chisholm's
Cruz,
gonna hit more home runs than Cruz will this year.
I mean, they're not. I don't agree they're anywhere near the same guy, but I get what you're saying. Where just because Cruz is just massive, okay, and he's he's your typical.
Well, yeah, but
like,
Ellie De La Cruz is O'Neal Cruz if O'Neal Cruz were good.
yeah, dude, O'Neal Cruz is either gonna mash one or strike out, and usually it's strike out. But like when he does barrel one, it's fucking going. Like he's among the highest exit velo in the league. He just never fucking hits it because he's always swinging so hard. So anyway,
If Kyle
and he's-
Schwarber hits 500 home runs, is he a Hall of Famer?
yes,
500 home runs is the minimum for him to be a Hall of Famer. And I like Schwarber. I'm a Schwarber guy. But it's crazy. He doesn't play defense. He doesn't hit well. He hits home runs.
yeah. Well, yes, I'm also biased because I got to see a lot of his games. I'm not a Cubs guy, but he was on the Cubs when they won the series and they were a big deal.
I watched
And-
that whole. I was hanging out. I was in Columbus at the time, hanging out with a bunch of Cleveland fans when that series happened. I watched.
Young Kyle Schwarber was
Joe-
a problem. Hold on,
Joe
he was a
Buck
problem.
fucking loved him.
No, he blew his knee out is the problem.
Is
Like,
that what
he was
happened?
he was everywhere when he was younger. He could play it all. Like he played outfield, now he's playing first. Like he used to be fucking awesome, like a mini Mike Trout when he was young. And now he just after he blew out his knee, he kind of just became more of the power hitter and a first baseman guy.
It is. He was. I mean, he was a catcher originally, correct?
That I don't know. He
Yes,
played
he has
all
Hall
over
of
the
Fame
place.
with 500. He has great PR compared to other MLB players.
He's
What
a
is
good
PR?
dude. I think he's
Your
just
public relations. No,
I think
so
he just relates
I can
to
actually.
people, like yeah.
He's best friends. He's not best friends, but he's his hitting coach Kevin Long is very good
Mhm.
friends with my buddy Staff, the former pitching coach. So
Okay.
I wasn't there, but they've had him at the card shop before, just hanging out. And he was like showing them pictures of his deer cams, like on his property. He owns a bunch of land there on that Ohio Indiana border where he's from. And he's just like a redneck. He's a cool guy. Like I would hang out with him for sure. Like
That's
he's
what
just
I
like
mean,
a lot of my
like-
buddies I grew up with. He
He's
likes
got-
to drink beer, shoot deer.
Exactly.
Just
He's
kind of
gotta
like
be
just a cool guy.
top 10 dudes you'd want to have a beer with. That's what I mean. So yeah, like he's pretty likable.
Bryce Harper was originally a catcher, says Freddie Lynn. I didn't know that.
That's a fun fact.
My earliest thing I know about Bryce Harper is him hitting wood bat and JUCO when he was 18, which is pretty awesome. And I think he played on the same Little League team as Chris Bryant. I think that's another fact
Well,
about him.
And another thing is, like I said, he
Kevin Long bottom. Ha!
yeah.
Diana,
yeah.
put your name back. I liked it when your name was I don't remember what it was. Something about Natali. Diane Tamale. Diane Tamale.
Bryce Harper is one of the only kids though that he was so hyped. Like he hasn't been the
Has he been a
greatest
disappointment?
No, No, that's what I'm saying. He's been as good as he was supposed to be. He's been a top level pro his whole career, and he was hyped to be the next fucking big thing, and he basically
Oh,
lived
yeah.
up to his hype. He was all pro his whole career.
What's his?
So I
What
don't
do you think his career WAR is? Just give it a guess.
9.
9.
I don't know, double digits. Like what
Yeah,
was
see,
Trout's?
yeah,
Like
50.
40?
No, Trout's is like really high. It's 54.1.
54?
That's pretty good.
Okay.
54. Yeah, Trout's is very high. Trout's is 88.
He was
But
like
Trout's is like crazy because he got like 78 of those, like, within, before like 2022. But he's been good this year.
well, because he
55
was
is Sean Wick. 420.
but Trout was like statistically the perfect baseball player. Like that's
Trout's,
why,
yeah,
right?
yes. Trout's
He
Mickey
did
Mantle.
everything great. He was right. He was a fucking Gold Glove.
He's Mickey
fielder.
Mantle. The injuries,
Yeah.
all that.
He
He's
stole
Mickey Mantle.
bases. Yeah.
He's Mickey Mantle, but instead of telling the girl, "Hey, I ain't no cocksucker," he's like a
I saw that, and the getting a blowjob under the bleachers story came around again last week. Like,
yeah, it comes
that was-
around all the time.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh every time. I actually showed it to my girlfriend earlier. I was like, this makes me laugh all the time, but it also makes me kind of sad because I feel bad because he later regretted it. Like he said, I regret doing that. Like,
Of course.
like that, I shouldn't have done that. Like,
Of course.
because he
He's
signed
probably-
it like, Mickey Mantle, like all American boy or whatever. Like, he was being a smart ass and stuff, but like Mickey Mantle's kind of like, when you think about like, people talk about, oh, he could have been the greatest of all time if he'd worked at it. Mickey Mantle was great, but he didn't really work at it.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see how Mickey Mantle could have been if he kept going. This is a baseball show.
I guess so.
Let's do football. How did the WVU spring game go?
I didn't see yet, but I gotta tell you,
I didn't watch any Marshall stuff. I just know what I've seen in message boards.
I think WVU is going to be back this year. I'm very proud of the boosters. The boosters are opening the checkbook, and especially on the basketball side, I cannot believe how well they're recruiting in basketball. Like they came in and bought a whole bunch of really top end basketball talent. I think they have the number 2 basketball incoming recruit class in the country.
Damn,
Like with the Kentuckys and
You guys got
Carolinas
that-
of the world.
you guys still have
Yeah.
that good coach, right?
Yeah.
Jake,
Yep,
you're right.
Ross
Though I
Hodge.
will acknowledge Trout plays a less difficult position than Mickey Mantle did.
Of course. But
Um,
well, that's why I sent you that. You saw my post a couple weeks ago or whatever when Trout made that error, and I was shook. I literally posted like, "I'm shook." I said, "I don't think I've ever seen him drop a ball like that. Like he
Yeah.
just hit him in the
It'd
glove."
be-
I was like, "What the fuck happened?"
the logical thing for Trout is to be a DH. I hate to say it. Like, he doesn't want to. That's the only reason why he's not. But, like, with the injuries and all that, just let it. I don't know. But maybe
He
he's
looks-
out of rhythm if he's.
No, he looks finally back to himself this year, so I'm hoping he can get one healthy season in just to kind of
Did you see that
remind
golf
us
course
all-
he opened?
remind us all how good that he really actually was. Because you're right, the last 4 or 5 years we haven't seen it because he's just been injured. Anyways,
Did you see
no, I did
Trout
not.
National?
No.
He opened like a $200-300 million golf course in his hometown back in New Jersey. He's bet like, I don't know. It seems like a crazy bet to me. It's a lot of money. But like, I mean, it'll probably work out. Like it's an elite golf course. He basically like built a pro level like whatever course.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's super exclusive. But
He'll get
it's
his
crazy.
money back. He'll get his money
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably just in property on its own.
I was just gonna say, that if you got a big ass lot in swanky New Jersey, you're doing fine.
Yeah. Well, it's wherever he's from. I don't know anything about Millville. I feel like it's more Philadelphia than New York. Pardon me. So probably South Jersey, but I don't know anything about it. I just know he's the Millville Meteor.
Yep.
Scam hunt.
You asked about football though,
Yes.
so I have no idea about the spring game. Truth be told.
Do you guys play a real spring game, or do you like? We don't have a real spring game anymore. We do like
They do.
they do like drill, like they play like certain scenarios and offense and defense score points. I don't know. It's weird.
No, they go full pads. They'll play a full game.
Well, they go full pads. It's just like it's not a tradition, like it's not a real game. Like instead of like them kicking off or whatever, like they'll like just like be like, all right, it's 1st and 10 at the 20, and like I don't know, it's weird, but I like a traditional spring game.
No,
From what I understand from Marshall, the kid we got, Khalil Wilkins, I think it's his name. We got him from WVU. Yeah. He balled out. Obviously, Del Rio Wilson's going to be the starter. I'm sure we gave him the most NIL money of anybody. He was our starting quarterback last year. Good player. Not a great arm. He's not an effective passer beyond like 20, 25 yards, but he's good at dinking and dunking, and he'll run for 1,000 yards if he stays healthy.
Wilkins can't. He couldn't complete a pass for us at all. He's big.
Yeah,
he's fast. He can run. He's not.
So Wilkins is so it sounds to me like he's exactly like our senior quarterback. Then which is I don't mind that much if it works though. Like I mean, if we can run the ball for 300 yards a game and win,
yes,
I don't mind winning 21-13. I mean, I'd rather win like we used to win back in the day with the passing, basketball on grass thing. But
he could run the quarterback power. He could run the sweep. He can, maybe
quarterback power has been the most effective play for Marshall for like 3 years now.
Little RPO, like he could do that. He's just frickin'. He's got a huge arm. He's just inaccurate. Like we couldn't do anything with him. So Rich Rod's just like, fuck this kid. Can't throw the ball. The Sun Belt's not the Big 12. Hopefully, he can ball out against Troy. I don't know. That's tough. By the way, did you see the meme since we're on Marshall about how they were getting the WU crowd was kind of killing Marshall on Twitter because it was like Marshall's like, hey, we should renew the series and play again, but it should be on our terms. And WU was like, like get bent, like
It is crazy though. Like, all right, so the last time they did that series, it was like a 7-game series. They played 5 in Morgantown, 2 in Huntington.
Right. So Marshall was like, we want to renew the series, but we want good terms. And we're like, we're doing you guys a fucking favor. So no.
I get it. But it does suck though. Like it's it's the biggest sporting event in West Virginia every time it happens. Like it's all that money stays in state basically. Yep. Like it's insane. Like I know, I get it.
They still call it the Friends of Cole Bowl?
That's what it was. No, I mean, that's what it was for that series that Joe Manchin made WVU play. Joe Manchin made WVU play that series. But West Virginia University, I would assume, has a mission to help the state of West Virginia. I know most of the student body goes, is from Jersey and Pennsylvania and all those places.
I agree.
But like, Marshall and West Virginia should play each other like Colorado and Colorado State do. Unfortunately, if there were a stadium in Charleston, it wouldn't matter. Like, you know what I mean? If like we had a big city in the state, like with a pro team, like we would just play at the pro team stadium. It would be different. But there's no stadium in Charleston. All there is Charleston's Laidley Field, which is like 8,000. So like it's Huntington or Morgantown.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. That they have obligations to the state. They are the Yankees of the state. There is, they're the.
I don't know what that means, Freddie. Do they run student body East/West? I don't get it. I'm happy to answer the question. I just don't understand it. Sorry, go ahead. But
I agree with you. They're obligated. They're the NFL team and the NBA team and the biggest college, like all in one. Like they.
But so
they do a lot for the
it's
state.
Like. So the way that West Virginia is willing to play Marshall, I think, if we play in Morgantown every single year, but like that's insane. We can't do that.
No, they could give them 1 or 2 at Marshall, but I think it's going to be like your last deal. Like we signed 5 games and 3 of them are West Virginia.
How about I would be willing to settle for 2 for 1.
Right.
2 in Morgantown, 1 in Huntington, but I don't think WVU is willing to do that.
I think they should make it happen, especially if you're trying to get. I see.
The problem is Marshall will win eventually, and we've only played 13 times since 1899 or whatever.
No. Actually, I have a different take. I think the problem might be actually the NIL for you guys now, because now if they're not incentivized to give you guys any PR and help you guys raise money because we're doing well with our money. Like, you know what I mean? Now that it's all about the money, it's like,
Well, but it's always been that way.
why would we showcase Marshall and let them fundraise off
Yeah,
this
but
game?
nah, that I actually disagree. That doesn't make any
Okay.
difference whatsoever. It's always been
sure?
that way. Yes, because there's only one law school in the state of West Virginia. Guess where it is? It's in Morgantown at WVU. All the politicians in West Virginia have always been WVU grads for the most part. A couple of them, like Jim Justice, went to Marshall. Like you get a couple Marshall guys. For the most part, it's all WVU guys. It's always been that way. Marshall, when it was building its basketball arena in 1985, the state legislature cut the budget in the middle of construction because WVU, they built a highway from Charleston directly to Morgantown back in like when Morgantown was a little tiny town. And that like the joke was, yeah, so the politicians can make it to the game and back easier. You know what I mean? Like it's always been like it. It's always been WVU favored. Marshall had to fight to get the medical school.
No, you're right. Because they have an engineering school, a business school, medical school.
We finally got the fucking engineering school. Yeah. But Marshall, and the thing about Marshall too is it's, and I'm not shitting on WVU. Marshall's like 84% West Virginians that go there. Yeah. So it's honestly, it is doing a better job of serving. Now it's a third of the size of WVU. WVU is like 30,000 students. Marshall's about 40, almost students.
It's like 40,000 undergrad now.
You're
it's
kidding.
Fucking insane. Yeah, it's
that's
fucking
crazy.
Insane,
Yeah, Marshall's a fourth of the size. That Marshall's about 10,000.
Yeah.
So it's a much smaller school, but you know, biggest ball game, biggest sporting event ever. I went to the Marshall WVU game in 2011 or 2010. When we had you guys like 28-3 or something, and Tron Martinez fumbled, and you guys came back. Geno Smith, double overtime, WVU win. Went from being the best day of my life to the worst day of my life. That overtime was crazy. Like there were so many fights because all the Marshall fans, like there were so many guys that were just like, "Fuck this! I'm just gonna fight the WVU fans." You know what I mean? And I'm sure there were plenty of WVU fans that were like, "Yep, let's do it. Let's fight."
Yep.
So. Let me go pee real quick, but I can hear you if you want to bring up a topic.
Throw me one before you pee, then, and I'll go on about
it. The draft. I didn't watch the draft at all. I know nothing about the draft. You have any thoughts on that?
All right. Yeah, sure. I'll go. Well, I'll start with the Bills. I actually thought the Bills had a really good draft for a change, which Brandon Beane has been under fire as our GM in Buffalo. They got rid of McDermott. I was in the camp that wanted to get rid of Bean, but he actually did a really good draft. They got the steal of the draft at wide receiver, the third or fourth best wide receiver in the draft, arguably. The kid Skylar Bell from UConn, he fell down to the fourth round. They got him. They actually got an edge and a tackle, a linebacker, a corner, a safety. Like he got value and athleticism at every position. So I was super happy with what the Bills did. A lot of people were giving the Rams shit about taking Ty Simpson in the first round. I will defend that pick every day because the Rams are built to win. And Stafford is, if you look at his injury career, his first 5 years in the league, the joke was always Matt Stafford's elite when healthy, but he was never healthy. And in the last
38.
The last 3 or 4 years of his career, even going into week 1 last year, they're like, he's got this back fucking problem and he might not go. And then he ended up playing through it all year and he had an MVP season. But the dude's had a back problem the last 3 years. So it's like, why wouldn't you draft a first round? If you're going to be at the end of the first round going forward because you're a good team. You're never going to be sitting at 12 to get a good quarterback again. So bring him in as a backup. So I don't understand what everybody was bitching about. They're like, oh my God, like Sean McVay must be pissed. They took a quarterback at 12. It's like they got a fucking really good backup and possibly the future quarterback in case Stafford gets broken in half again. Like the dude's got a bad back. Takes a lot of hits. So anyways, that was, yeah.
He's old at this point as well.
So I was fine with the Ty Simpson thing, especially, he's okay, maybe a little undersized, blah, blah, blah. But he's super talented, and you got McVay like fucking.
Did
grooming
Pavia
him.
go undrafted?
Yes, he did. His pro day was terrible. And
He's little too, isn't he?
Dude, it looked bad. Like you saw his pro day, and like the way he's like push passing it. I was like, it didn't
He's
look
little,
right to
isn't
me.
he?
Yeah, like well, he's not
Yeah.
tiny, but
He's a college quarterback.
he doesn't look like the dude in the league. He doesn't, and it showed in the draft. He's
Did
went undrafted.
has he signed a free agent contract yet?
That I
I'll
don't
look
know
real quick.
yet.
Yeah, let me look.
Now-
Does he have eligibility left? I
No,
mean,
he's definitely in the league now.
he's
You have to-
24. He's old.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's over. It's over.
No, and he could still make a backup, and it's not the end of
Okay,
the world for him.
Ravens minicamp.
That's a good spot for him. Like,
Yeah.
but honestly, the draft though was crazy this year. Obviously, the most trades ever. I think. Don't quote me on that, but it was like a ton of moves because I think what was cool about this draft for me, this is probably one of those drafts where we're gonna end up with like 25 Hall of Famers or something where like there wasn't you couldn't identify that like there was like 15 studs that like you had to have, so it wasn't like top heavy.
Yeah, it was
But,
a
like-
historically weak draft, wasn't it?
Right, but there was depth at every position, and we're probably going to look back and say this was actually a really loaded class. You know how that works. Like you don't have like the,
You know what?
the Calvin Johnson, Andrew Luck guy coming out, but you just have solid
Devil's
NFL
advocate?
guys at every position.
Devil's advocate. I think we're gonna look back and we're gonna like find a video of somebody else saying the same thing you just said in 2013, and I'm gonna put them next to each other.
And it's probably and they were probably right because like 2013 had defensively right wasn't that like all the
One of the
Cam
worst.
Chancellor
It was basically the worst draft of all time. Travis Kelce worked out eventually.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking 2012. 2012 was actually really good
2012
draft.
was bad. Well, 2012 was not great, but it had Russell Wilson and or not Russell
No.
Wilson, RG3
Yeah, but
and Andrew Luck. 2013 was
also-
like historic, like the worst card draft class of all time.
Yes, you're right. But 2012 also had like Sherman and like
12 was also the first year
Chandler
Prism.
Jones. There was like Chandler
yeah.
Jones, and there was like a lot of good like defensive tackles and edge
I-
guys. Like
I literally
that ended up
sell
being Hall of
2012.
Famers.
I sell 2012 Prism cards like every week for like
Right.
$2, and they're like nobody's. That was the first year Prism. 2013 was like almost killed the card industry. It was crazy.
It was bad.
By the way, are you into cards at all anymore?
I'm selling only. I've not bought all year,
Yeah, it's
but I've been selling like crazy. Like it's
That's
it's been
great.
Good. Yeah.
It makes me kind of sad because I was so into cards for so many years, and like I just can't logically get into it anymore.
Now's the time to unload them though, because I
Yeah.
just saw this week in Costco, dude. They have jumbo packs of fucking top loaders and stuff on pallets in Costco. I'm like, all right, this has
Yeah,
got to
it's
be like
crazy.
this is like top behavior. Like all
I
of a
think we're
sudden
past the
everybody's
top.
collect. Maybe right. So now's the time to be selling into this. because
when I bought
Sorry.
my headbands at Academy Sports the other like 2 weeks ago, I was like, "Oh, you guys got cards? Hang on a second, let me go look real quick and see." And I looked because I was like, I think Sal Stewart might be in that card that product. I would like one of his rookie cards. Hang on, let me
Right.
go see what a blaster box costs. It's like $30
Right.
fucking dollars for a blaster box. Get
It's
the fuck out of here!
fucking crazy.
I'm not paying $29.99 for a blaster box of Topps paper.
Yeah.
That's insane, dude. And like now that there you go. What is that? What are you drinking?
Just a bottle of red.
Oh, okay. I'm
Costco.
drinking
It's pretty good though.
Natty.
But
Uh,
anyways, so to your point,
Little
I-
General Store. Natty.
you've been around it. I've been buying football cards specifically since 1993, almost my entire life, and I really never stopped. And like I said, I have all that. In like you said, in 2013, you could get boxes of Absolute for like $14.99 at Walmart, and now they're going
Dude,
for like
a
$70.
hobby I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
A hobby box of Topps football
$13.99.
in 2013 was $59.99.
Yeah,
2 autographs.
like you could get a case for $100. It was crazy.
And the
like,
print runs were so small compared to now.
yeah,
They were so small.
Nobody gave a shit from like 2010 up to the pandemic. You couldn't sell a card to anybody. So if you've been around long enough, this is a very, very cyclical industry. All the card shops come in, and 3 years later, they're all packing up again. So, now's the time to take advantage if you're in it, because I see
Yeah,
everybody and their mother running out buying cards right now, and I'm like, I've seen this before.
crazy.
It's always
We were
faddish.
I've said this before. We were on a steady growth rate though from like 2017 to like 2019. COVID
Yeah,
just fucking killed it though. Like once COVID happened, it was great at the time. Made a lot of money right around
right.
when COVID happened because like all your base cards that were worth nothing all of a sudden were worth, people were paying $10 for a Michael Jordan base card. It's like what
Right.
the fuck? Like,
Dude,
1992 Fleer Michael Jordan, like $7. What?
I
It
I
was
still
awesome, but
have I still have like 100 Tom Brady graded cards for sale, and I've been selling them ever since the pandemic. So I got, again, in 2000, nobody gave a shit, and I was buying 2000, and Tom Brady wasn't Tom Brady. He wasn't even in every product,
no, you were
but I
chasing
bought like
Chad
a ton of.
Pennington and Charles Woodson, or not Charles Woodson, but
Right. So I ended up with literally hundreds of like early 2000s Tom Brady. And right after the pandemic, I sent all the good ones in for grading. Like I got 2 rookie cards come back gem, and I'm still slinging them. Like I was like, this is like, I just won the lotto. I've made so many tens of thousands fucking slinging Tom Brady's that I bought when I was a kid when no one gave a shit. And
right.
then after the pandemic, it was like hundreds of bucks a card. It was crazy, man.
And right now it's like they're all into Pokemon too, which is crazy. Like it's even
Yeah.
crazier in my opinion. Um,
Pokemon's a bubble and a half right now. It's
oh
it's
my god,
fucking mental. Yeah.
it's essentially like all the money that went from it was in the NFT picture things is now in
Yep.
Pokemon.
Yep. Well, and last thing I'll say on this is the
You'll say
Otani.
more if I ask you.
Sure, if you want, but the
Go ahead.
Otani market's gone so mental. Like after the World Series last year, it's like, okay, he pitched the greatest base and hit home runs that game, and they had the perfect baseball game where he basically threw damn near a no hitter and hit like 2 3 home runs. Like put his stamp on it. Then the Dodgers win the World Series. I'm selling a bunch of my Otanis. And then they fucking quadrupled again. I go, what the fuck?
Right.
Like I thought it was a bubble back then, and now you're seeing Otani's just outrageous,
I had
man. I've never
I
seen it. They've just gone parabolic. It's wild.
I gave up on Otani for some reason because I was an idiot in
You know what though?
2019 or 2020 when he sucked. And I sold
Yep.
all my. I had so many tens, dude, because I was paying like $20 each for them.
Oh,
So I was
you could have
accruing them hundreds, I mean thousands of dollars worth of shit. And then I
bought a
had like a
fucking
bunch.
house
I had
now.
a bunch of BBM Japanese rookies too. Sold all those. All that shit's gone. I still have the Aces card. I messaged you a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Hey, did I sell you that card? I can't remember." The Otani Aces, all
They
Aces
just
one.
keep going fucking up.
What
It's
are those? What are
stupid.
those worth right now?
$400 and up.
All right, I'll go find it. I'm gonna go tomorrow to my apartment and go find that thing. I gotta
It's
sell that.
fucking.
I need
Those were
$400 for sure.
those were like
They were
$5.
$20 when I bought it. I paid 20
They
bucks
were
for mine.
they were $5 when I first bought that set when it came out. So, anyways, let me backtrack. You remember Cam that was Cam's dollar sale where he was selling all those dollar cards and like
Not really, but
JT, but there was JT, there was you, there was Jim, Joel's out there, and so I was buying dollar Otanis 22, 23. I bought hundreds of them, and it's fucking stupid. I'm slinging them for. I bought them all
yeah,
for everything was $1 or $2. I bought them all from you guys, and I'm just fucking
yeah,
unloading them like crazy.
that's awesome.
It's gone mental. Anyways,
I got to start getting I haven't posted anything on my eBay in forever. I've just been shipping and just like letting it go. But
yeah.
like I made like $90 last month on eBay. I gotta get back into it.
I have last thing. I'm sure everyone's elated with our hobby talk here, but I have $31,000 of inventory posted on eBay right now, and I've been doing about $1,700 a month. So
Hell yeah. Yeah,
if you got
it's
it,
not bad.
sell it. It does where eBay is king. It will sell. Like I could vouch.
And just not having
Anyway.
to deal with all the other bullshit.
But also,
Um,
I'm so thankful. Post pandemic, I'm so thankful that I got them all fucking graded because I would not be sending shit into PSA now. It's such a fucking scam, and they jack their prices up. It's like almost $30 a card now to get something graded, and
well, the
they just
problem
have
too is
scandal after scandal. Like
I
fucking
couldn't
PSA is
disagree
such a
more
sham.
with PSA now buys cards.
Yeah,
So like they grade your card and they say, hey, we're gonna upcharge you because it's worth this much, and then they lowball you and send you an offer on it. It's crazy. I saw
They-
this guy post this thing, and he
Did
was
you
like, hey,
see-
listen, you shouldn't have upcharged me. Like, here are the comps, and like they were like, yeah, fuck you. This is what it's worth, and then they fucking offered him the comps, and then he was like,
Did they?
are you serious? Like right now, like here, I could show you this conversation we had where you told me no, these aren't the comps. Like, we're gonna
Right.
upcharge you because this is what it's worth, and this is what you're offering me right now. They refunded him completely for the whole order, but there's a lot of that guy bought PSA a couple years ago. That collector, Nate, whatever.
yes,
And
Yeah,
I didn't,
yeah.
I wasn't into him buying it because I just felt like there was going to be I don't know. There's a lot of conflict. Cards is a scammy industry. It's all very
It
scammy.
is. So let me tell you about the one that just hit the wire. I'll send it to you if you didn't
Yeah.
see this. Just this
The
week.
worst,
Or it
the
was
worst
yesterday. Hold
people
on.
you know, for everybody else, the worst people you know, they're in cards probably.
Probably. There's a lot of scumbags out there, unfortunately. I know you and I collected for the love of the game and been in it
Yeah.
since we were kids, but most people are fucking scumbags. But the point being, there was one this week. The guy did that. He's a pro grader. He grades all the time, moves a lot of cards. He sent in 30 fucking cards to PSA, and they came all back nines, and he vaulted them. So he said, and so he sold them. He did that. You can vault with them and then sell it back to him.
Right.
And he did. And as soon as he sold them back to PSA, they changed 11 of them back to 10s.
You're kidding.
Not kidding. He's got fucking receipts. I couldn't believe it.
Oh,
He
I
posted the whole
guarantee he
thing.
does. Back,
Like,
remember the trimming
yeah,
scandal back in
they're
2019? They
purposely-
could track any of the
Dude,
card. They could track all
yeah.
those cards.
they're fucking lowballing people from the PSA vault and then slapping 10 stickers on them when they know they should have been a 10 before. Like that's like verified now. So it the whole thing is off the rails. The industry is bubble territory and then some, bro. This is not the shit you see in a healthy industry.
And that's why, like, I kind of just lost. I mean, it just like it got to the point where it's always been kind of gambling, and like a lot of the time you're like, it's not a great bet, but you know, I like doing this. But it got to the point where the numbers made so little sense that I just couldn't even.
By the way,
anymore.
I'm gonna misspeak on the figure. I know the first figure. They put the backyard breaks. Same thing. They're in scamming everybody, and they're now in with the guys, and they're getting the fucking loaded boxes from Topps and whomever and Panini, and they came out and they spent like $9.5 million on product, and I think they did like 100 million plus in revenue or something. It was something
Yeah.
stupid. It was like they had a unbelievable year. Like
They're essentially, I mean, they're FanDuels. They're DraftKings.
yeah,
Now.
yeah,
Um,
off the rails.
and it sucks
Anyway.
too. I hate, like, you know, say what you will about the old Tops and all those, but those people that were working for Tops and that were working for Panini before the Fanatics came in and bought it all out, those people had been with cards for forever. Those Panini people had been with Donruss, and they'd been with Score, and they'd been with and they were collectors. You go to the National and all that, and you see Sue's from Tops and all these people that have been around for 20 years. Like, you know, and like, honestly, like I didn't hate how they ran the company. It worked. I don't think we would have seen the boost that we, you know, like the craziness that we saw post COVID if it hadn't been built back up from, you know, the collapse in the 90s to 2019. But
I really
whatever. It's just, in the end, it's pictures of guys on cards on 3.5 by 5 pieces of paper or whatever.
We'll wrap it up and get on the next topic, but I'll wrap it with this. Like I do hate to sit here and bang on the industry because it is good you know that the industry I hate when it washes out and it's nothing. It shouldn't be nothing, and it also shouldn't be this crazy. Like somewhere in the middle is nice, but um, I'm guilty. We're all guilty of it. Like I just won Lotto for like Savannah Banana tickets or whatever the fuck, right? And I bought as many as I could. I'm not going to the game. I'm gonna reflip them for a fucking for like
I kind of hate
$1,000
that
each.
shit.
The whole
Yeah.
world is doing this. I know. Every time you want tickets to an event, you're like, there's some asshole that gets on to Ticketmaster, buys every fucking ticket, and then sells it back to you for 5x. Like,
Yeah.
we're just a nation of fucking middlemen, and unfortunately, and like you got to play the game, and it sucks, and I don't like it, but I'm doing it. I just it's like if I had Masters tickets, I don't think you can actually flip Master ticket, but you know what
Well,
I'm
they
saying, like,
investigate you. They try to
right,
track
right.
you down.
But it's like, hey man, like that's like half my fucking salary for the year. I would flip those. Like, I'll take
Oh,
$50 Savannah Banana tickets and sell them for $800 a pop. Like, the whole world's middleman,
absolutely.
and everybody's fucking middleman in something. Unfortunately, that's just where we're at.
I guess we'll wrap up with the kind of the political talk. I want to say real quick, did you see the shooting at the obviously the shooting at the Correspondents' Dinner or whatever? Hang on.
Go ahead.
My biggest takeaway from that was like the MAGA broads stealing all the fucking wine and booze off the tables.
Yeah. Yes.
The trashiest. I am so fucking out on MAGA. I fucking hate MAGA. They're all the fucking trashy grifters. It's all the Karen. It's the Karen Reed people. The people that are making a living off of the fucking. A cop got ran over by a car. People are making a living off of it, pretending to be outraged by things.
100%.
Fucking MAGA people are disgusting.
Well,
and that was the perfect fucking reflection. They're all like that. They're all fucking grifter pieces of shit. People they hear gunshots and the president gets rushed out of the room. Their first instinct is to throw a fucking bottle of vodka in their fucking purse. You fucking cunt.
But to be fair, reporters and journalists, they're all a total fucking mess. They're all a bunch of degenerate, drunk fucking it's always been that way. So of course they're gonna steal the booze because they're they're all a bunch of drunks. So
they're all a bunch of fucking.
They hate their lives. They're all self-loathing, like fucking
They're all fucking kids too. Is the other thing. They're all fucking sexual degenerate weirdos too.
Yeah.
Like, why can't I wish the government was what we thought it was when we were children, where it's like a bunch of like guys with white wigs on that are like above everything and like. Where are those guys? Did those guys ever exist? Was that ever a thing, or was George Washington fucking kids too? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't know.
They're your elected representatives. They're here to serve you. Yeah.
Yeah. They're not representing me.
With the dinner, I saw it. I have spent not more than 3 minutes on the whole fucking subject.
Yeah,
I was immediately like, this is a fucking sham. It's not even worth my time. I'm not. And then you had all the MAGA influencers coming out and saying, this is why we need to build the ballroom and everything. I'm like, all right, I gave it no mind at all. I've spent less than 5 minutes on the thing. You could tell me any conspiracy theory you want about it. I'm just going to say, yeah, okay, cool, man. Like, I haven't looked at it at all.
I'm fatigued by it. Is what I would say. I just don't care.
I'm there. I literally had zero, and I'm a fucking geopolitical finance junkie, and I had zero desire to even. I was like, I heard no one died or whatever. I was like, okay, fine. And that was fucking it. I was like, I'm not even gonna look at this. I don't care. I can't get fired up about this.
I mean, I saw a video. Like, the only takeaway I had was like, assuming this is all real, it's kind of like crazy that this guy thought he could just because there's a video of the guy, he just ran into the room, he shot one of the Secret Service guys, and then he immediately tripped and fell and got taken over. It's like what was your game plan though? That was a terrible game plan.
How is this not the most secure fucking building in the world?
Yeah, no, he literally he tried to storm the gate. He stormed the gate of the most secure place in the country at the moment. And it went exactly as you'd expect. Nobody of consequence was harmed, and it was almost immediately shut down. I don't know. I'm fatigued by it all. I'm kind of like
I'm there.
I've been watching a lot of cartoons lately. I don't know, it's weird.
Good.
But I've been watching a lot of '90s cartoons. It's refreshing. Nobody's trans. There's nothing's political. It's just I don't even care if people are trans either. Like everything's political. Nothing's political in Batman 1994.
Fair.
And it's nice. It's for children. It's not, but it's not like made dumbed down for children either. Like it's just direct adaptations of the comic books, which I'm a comic book guy now. But I'm not making the mistake I made with cards with comic books. I love comic books. I'm not getting into the monetary aspect of it. I'm just, if I like them, I have the comics unlimited thing on Amazon. Most of the good shit's on there. If I want it, like I'll pay like $20, get my, 400 pages of comics, whatever. It's great. It's fine. No resale, nothing. Just expense and happiness is all it is. Forgot where I was going. Sorry.
No, we're so political though. What else do you want me to touch on? Any of the rest of that shit going down?
I don't know. I mean,
I didn't care
Iran, whatever. Iran, whatever. Gas went up a bunch today. When I drove past the gas station earlier, like around 9 a.m., it was like $3.79. And then this afternoon when I went 5 p.m., it was like $4.09. So gas went up like 20 cents today here.
Well, let me say this. If anybody's even remotely curious, you should really, if you have not, listen to the one of the newer Tucker Carlson interviews. I think he is David Sachs, the professor, and that was maybe one of the best podcasts I've ever listened to, where he broke down the entire history of it. And I've done a lot of work on this, and basically I believe that 98% of what he said aligns with what I've fucking come to as well. But articulate, clear, broke down the whole thing. So if you want actual clarity with the history of it, you should fucking go there. And I always recommend Scott Horton as well. What I'm concerned about briefly is just we're in a really fucking weird spot right here where we're in this ceasefire, but really we're ceasefire because we're trying to reload on fucking anti-defense missiles and we're not trying to make peace. So we're trying to reload and fucking regroup for the next wave. And the problem is the off-ramps are untenable for both the US and Israel. Israel never wanted this fucking thing to stop in the first place because it goes back to the clean break and all 7 countries that they wanted to invade for the Greater Israel Project and steal all the land, which they have, which is why they're still taking southern Lebanon as we speak and breaking the ceasefire. So Israel doesn't want to get the off-ramp, and the U.S. can't really take the off-ramp because it's a huge black eye to admit that we fucking lost and that Iran actually controls the Strait of Hormuz. So that's not really tenable. So I don't think it's over by any stretch, even though we come out with this indefinite ceasefire. And then all I'm going to say is but there's also this part where China and Russia really are now, and Brazil, the whole BRICS bloc, India, the rest of the world, there are places where they're starting to have energy crises, or they're starting to have energy lockdowns, and they're putting a ton of pressure on the US and Israel. And you see that Spain is not supporting this, and France isn't supporting this, or whomever, right? A lot of the EU countries are now starting to break. Italy. We are under a lot of pressure, actually, because the rest of the world knows where this is going. This is going to be World War III if we keep this shit up. The next phase is this gets really ugly. So, anyways, in a nutshell, listen to that Tucker interview this week with David Sachs.
And keep in mind you've got a war
Jeffrey
still
Sachs.
going.
Is it Jeffrey Sachs? It's one of the Sachs. He's a professor. Sorry, one of them's the fucking climate czar on the All In podcast. I get him confused. But the point being, this really is kind of like the make or break spot. It's really strange. We're in a real
Right.
weird lull right now where the US and Israel want to keep it going, but we are getting a tremendous amount of pressure to fucking wind this down. The rest of the world does not want to go here.
And like, don't forget, we still have war in Russia and Ukraine as well going on every day, which
Yeah.
is also, the energy crisis there in Europe because they got rid
Yeah.
of all their nuclear plants a couple days. Cuba gets 4 hours of electricity a day. Well, that's different though. Cuba's unrelated. That's us not giving Cuba fuel.
Wow, we've been fucking suffocating Cuba though, right?
Yeah.
And that's not even good on you. That's not even reported.
I like to be honest
anywhere.
with you, I don't hate that. Like, fuck the Cuban government. Like that needs to go away. I'm
Bro,
not a
we're
fan. Like
literally-
Cuba would be a fantastic. I want Cuba to be a libertarian paradise. We need to make it a
Yeah.
colony of the United States where like there's no taxes and just see what happens.
Dude, we're literally like starving Cuba right now though with
I
this
don't care.
blockade.
Yeah,
All right, well.
I just
I've
don't. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't. That's such a problem. That's a problem that's 70 years old at this point, basically. I think we
Okay.
blockaded Cuba before my dad was born. Like,
Okay,
I don't
but
know.
like we're what it so
Well, the
anyway.
Castros are still in charge there. That's a problem.
Yeah, but I tried to explain this to my kid the other day, okay? Where
We should
I
give
was
Cuba to
telling-
the fucking mafia is who we should give it to. The fucking Bonanos should run Cuba.
Well, hold on. So I had to you'll appreciate this. I had to explain this to my kid the other day. I said, "Look, man, in a couple of years when Palantir and the EU robot dogs take over, I was like, they're gonna haul me away into the gulag. But just so you know that I disagree with Israel, the nation, and the Zionists and what they're doing. I don't have anything against Jewish people, just like how, well, that's actually complicated. Maybe I have some, I'll take some objections to some of the supremacy stuff, but another time. But the point is, I said, just like, hey, man, like other countries probably hate the U.S., like when we kill a whole bunch of people and, in Iran or wherever we do, like Iraq, Libya, Yemen, Syria, fucking. I was like, but you and I didn't decide to fucking do that. It's got nothing with us. Like the things they do in our name, like. So, anyways, it's the nation states that's the problem. Like,
Yeah.
none
Well-
of us vote to kill anybody fucking anywhere. Like, a lot of Jews aren't voting
Let
to
me,
fucking commit genocide in southern Lebanon, but their country does it on their behalf, just like our country terrorizes
Let me,
the rest of the world on our behalf. Sorry, go ahead.
Let me say something real quick.
I'd
This is
explain
the
this
final,
to my kid. Yeah.
the final note that I had on my dad and I tried to talk Israel, and it turned into my dad being like, "Hey, listen, if you're going to be an anti-Semite, I'm not like doing this. I wasn't being
that's-
particularly anti-Semitic.
Nothing I said
anyway.
was anti-Semitic there.
No. My dad is very like he's like one of the Christians that would like try to like accelerate doomsday if he could. You know what I mean?
Really?
I think so at this point. I don't know.
He's ready. He's just ready. Beam me up.
Yeah. I mean, like, and then he makes a good point. He's a smart man.
So he's a
What was my
Revelations guy. He's a Revelations guy. Your dad. He's ready.
He's a big Gog and Magog guy. Hang on 1 second. I forgot what my point was. Oh, I put MAGA on the shelf. MAGA is on the shelf.
Yes.
I'm so
Yes.
done. Like I said earlier, MAGA's been on the shelf for a long time, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm a nativist. That's what I am. I remember Bill the Butcher in Gangs of New York. That guy had a lot of great points. I don't think, like, to be honest with you, I think America as an experiment worked the best when it was a bunch of high intellectual, like Anglo-Saxon guys running it.
100%.
I'm like, it's crazy, like, to say that, but like, I don't hate kings. I don't want a king, but I don't hate the idea of a nobility running, like a certain class of people fucking running shit.
You're already seeing that.
I don't think that I should be allowed to vote. I don't know property. I don't have children. I don't have any skin in the game. The crazy thing about the American system right now is we've kind of bastardized representative democracy and constitutional democracy. We've gone towards more of a popular democracy because it's become just a numbers game.
Yes.
People, I don't. So I think I'm totally like, I don't think my ancestors should have been allowed in America. This is crazy, but like my ancestors came over in the early 1900s, Ireland and Italy, poor people. Some of them were sent back because they were sick. Catholics, just subversive types. And like they've obviously like, I don't have any land to inherit. They didn't like what I don't know what they fucking did for the last 100 years. They didn't do anything that benefited me in any material way. So I don't think like honestly, America would be fine without the McKays.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I would push back on that and just say though it was still whenever we were allowing immigration and it made our country great, we still required people to assimilate.
Yes,
Like they
that
were
is
still
true. I am
they
demonstrably American. 100 years ago,
100%.
my ancestors came over from Sicily in the United States. I'm third generation American.
It was known though. It was known
But
and it was celebrated.
we
that you would
assimilated
come
by
and you
generation
would
2.
assimilate. Right.
We assimilated by they assimilated within 30 years.
Right.
Like their children were 100% American.
100%. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what we've gotten rid of is we had a clear path to citizenship and everybody kind of knew that the deal was you're going to come here, have a good life and assimilate and we're all going to get along. We've disbanded all of that and it's just I'm going to come over here and I get all the benefits and fuck everybody else and I'm going to make this like new
they brought a third world mindset to America. And also, like, they act like being American is a shameful thing. The United States of America is the greatest country that has ever existed. I will say that 100%. It's been fucking a shit show for the last 50 years. Whatever, but it's still the greatest place. If I could choose anywhere to live, I would choose to live in the United States. Like, 100%. It's not even close. And there's nowhere else to go.
When we're being critical, that's exactly why I make that distinction that these things that they do in our name, this is not the majority of the citizenry of what we all stand for and what we would want to see happen. This is a bunch of fucking oligarchic assholes that run the show doing things that they're little pet projects, and they're sending boys from West Virginia to go die for it. But we didn't fucking want this shit. Nobody wanted this shit. So to your point, originally, you're right that the MAGA coalition is fractured. It's fucking fractured. It's done. It's eating itself from within. And you're talking about truly being America first. That's what it is. Like, that's where it's going is like, hey, I'm for us and American citizens fucking first and fuck everybody else. Like, that doesn't make me racist or anti-Semitic or I don't even care left, right. People are going to start demanding that people handle shit here first and like fuck all this other nonsense. And it's coming.
That's all I want.
It's all fractured and it's coming. It's a mess right now. So you and I don't get to sit here and make the rules. We're just popping off like everyone's going to kill us in a chat that we don't have.
Chat, I would be curious to see what happened. Obviously, like it'd be like it would destroy America if I did this. Let's say I was elected. I was appointed dictator tomorrow. We don't do foreign trade anymore. Everything's built here. It's all made in America.
Isolationism could be a good thing. Yeah, I've been generally kind of pro isolationism, but you also can't run the global.
Obviously,
empire.
we can't run. It's not realistic.
Run the fucking world reserve currency and be isolationist. That's the problem. Is the fucking banks.
I don't. But here's the question though. I don't give a fuck about being the world reserve currency.
Yeah, except everybody that runs this country does.
I feel like we can have the #1 military in the world and be isolationist.
You and I can agree on this, but it doesn't matter what we think because guess what?
Not
Saddam,
Lucky Sperm Club.
What do Saddam and Muammar Gaddafi and all these people we've killed over the years have in common? They all wanted to sell their oil in something other than U.S. dollars, and they all got a bullet to the head. Like, so apparently the people that run the show really think it's important that the world uses the dollar for their benefit. Even though you and I don't give a shit. Yeah,
Every
like,
time I try to bring up the Iran thing with my dad, my whole thing on the Iran thing is if we're gonna do it, I feel like we should just glass it, like just literally over. If we ever do anything militarily, here's my policy: you do it overwhelming force. You glass it if you do it. You don't do it, like you glass it, but if you do it, you do it within 48 hours, like everybody's dead. I'm not
but
even kidding, right?
how?
Like,
But
I
I
don't.
don't know that we can do that. Like, is the problem?
I
Like, I
see. I
don't.
disagree with you. You always. I feel like you always discount American military
No, no, no,
force.
no. We could. Okay, you could go nuclear and you can go there real fast. That's true. Like, we could do some
I don't
crazy
even think
shit.
you have to go nuclear. I think. Remember when we bombed Dresden?
I I know we have the
You
capability,
can
but it's
bomb
again,
You
it's
can
like
bomb Dresden, and I bet you can
when
bomb
they.
Dresden for nothing these days.
Here's an. I got a question for you. Have you ever heard of these rods from God? Like, it's a
Are the
military. It's unclassified now. It's a military weapon that we own. We actually have like large fucking rods, like steel rods in a satellite in space that they could drop like a
yes, I've
fucking
seen the
like a
yes,
missile wherever, and like so it
yes.
would like it's like
It's actually
basic.
that's a
It's
graduation of what we did in World War II. In World War II, they would
right.
drop darts like lawn darts out of planes.
Yes. It's basically a fucking meteor, like a controlled
Yes.
meteor. Like we can have a fucking cratered explosion and take something off the map. We have all this technology. We have nukes. It's all there. It's all declassified. The question
Well,
is, do you need to fucking go there? And the
my
we
argument is
yeah.
if you need to go there, if it's worth doing, then it's worth using a nuke on. How's
Will
that for
the
a
rest
policy?
will the rest of the world allow it?
It
China's
doesn't
got as
matter.
Yes, no, it does. It does. If China cuts off rare earths, which they've started to scale back our rare earths again, that's why we're kind of here back at ceasefire though. But it matters. Like
Do we
because
have
these
rare? Here's the question though. In North America, are there all the rare earths that we need that we get from China?
yes, but we don't have the refining capabilities we can produce them. So let's go back actually. I'm
We'll
glad we
build
brought
that.
this. Hold on. I'm glad we ended up here because you've listened to me rant for forever. I'm a
Yeah.
resources guy. I'm a resources guy, and this is what I'm most passionate about. And we have every resource we could possibly need in this country. And do we have it? Yes, but it's not a fucking light switch that you can turn on. So we have outsourced that. We've decided that mining uh lithium is dirty and terrible and people
Right.
die. So we'd rather them mine lithium in South America and Africa
Right.
and then we'll pay for it. We have rare earths, but we didn't want to permit the freaking rare earth process. So we let the Chinese Uyghurs do that for us and we buy it back. We have the world's greatest copper deposit sitting in Resolution, Arizona, and we have not permitted it in the last 45 years. So
Real quick
we
though.
have, hold on, we have to make a
All right.
conscious decision to decide that yes, we want that and we have to permit it. But even then, it takes 10 years to build a copper mine. So could we be resource and supply chain completely efficient on our own, self-sufficient? Yes, but it would take 10 to 20 years to
Yeah.
actually commit the money, permit this shit, and build these mines. And nobody wants to do that because of the political resource,
Well,
because of the cost. So we outsource that to the whole world. So right now, the whole world is weaponizing that against us to try to end this war. We are completely beholden to China rare earths. Should we be? No, but we are because that's the way we've done it based on everything I just told you. And that's always been we want Venezuela's oil. We don't want to put another like fucking oil pad in West Virginia, because it's not green energy enough. Like we have it.
party
Do you really
control in
want to go
America
there?
government shifts about every 8 years.
Yep. Well, it's a uniparty. So I guess you
Yeah.
can argue. I guess you can argue it never really changes, but
Well, yeah, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard for them to implement a 20-year plan.
yeah.
That's like 3 administrations.
I could go on and on. Like I was going off.
Oh, here it is. Jay.
Oh, it's a-
Jay says, "Tell me you're trapped in the Matrix without telling me you are." Sheesh.
What do you mean
Jay,
trapped in the Matrix? What,
You're,
please explain.
You're talking to Jay. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Why?
Jay is the homeless guy that delivers food in Boston. He's the. Hang on. Let me get some Jay for you.
Overtime.
You know Jay, right?
So I guess I would ask, and I'm not.
Jay, I'm gonna DM you the link. You can come on here and join us.
No. What? I would love to hear what he had to push back. Luke, what do you
The
think that
problem
I
is
said?
Jay doesn't have a constructive
Yeah.
thought to push back
Right.
against you. He's just gonna be like, he's just gonna do the thing with the eye, the blue eye,
Yeah.
the evil eye in the middle of his hand is what he's doing
Oh
right
my
now.
god, bro! I actually have like.
I'm a
tens of
Jay
thou-
guy, by the way. I'm sorry. I just want to point out
Hey.
too, Jay guy. I love Jay, but Jay's a
Good,
retard.
good on you. Yeah, sorry. But like, I'm with it. Like, I'm down to hear anybody's good argument. I actually have many tens of thousands of my own money invested in fucking resource companies, and this is what I do. And like, I would love it to be otherwise. I would love for us to actually mine Resolution, Arizona. Like, I would, I would love for us to be
Right.
independent and have cheap.
I do
energy
like
and-
the idea though,
Yeah.
like if you can afford to buy other people's limited resources,
Of
you know what I'm
course.
saying? Like it makes sense.
That's what
and
we've
then
been doing, right?
And we've still got our own limited resources.
Exactly. Let's go ahead and use up all yours, and then we'll get to ours. That's kind of what we've done. So it's going to take us, 5, 10, 20 years to really ramp up. We have to rebuild our whole energy grid. I've made a killing in a company called Solaris Energy Infrastructure that right sizes AI data centers, because guess what? We want to put an AI data center on every block in this country, and we don't have enough power grid for it. So they sell modular fucking liquid natural gas generator sets that you can right size a data center with. And I've made fucking tens of thousands of dollars just buying that. Like I'm
You
deep
can
in the game
there's
here.
there's a lot of
yeah.
companies trying to set up data centers in West Virginia. I
So-
wonder though if that's like the next like thing you do, like it employs 20 people and like are you stripping natural like, you know what I mean? Is that
Yeah.
the next strip mining?
Everyone wants a fucking data center, but no one wants their power bill to go up 2 and 3x.
Yeah.
So it's like this is
Well, we
the
we
conundrum.
cannot afford like West Virginians
Right.
cannot afford for their
Right.
power bill to go up. There's no money here.
Right. And now there's a gas shortage. Right. So we can't have it both ways. That's all I'm arguing. Like, I would love to hear somebody come on and tell me how I'm wrong.
It is
I'm like,
crazy how
this
much
is
LNG
basic-
there. It's crazy how much LNG there is in this state.
Yeah.
Though. Like I know
This is
multiple
fucking
people that
basic
like don't
economics.
pay electric bills. I know multiple people that like make money on their electric bill every month because they have their gas well set up to the, which I wouldn't do, by the way. If I had a gas well, I would not connect it to the grid
Yeah. Or you
because
get
they drain. I guarantee they drain your gas. I don't know.
What if you overbuild your solar panels on your house, you could sell energy back to the grid and shit like that.
Every
Like,
time
know
I
people
see
have done that.
solar panels on houses, I get angry because it's all fucking welfare.
It is. They subsidize it with like 0% financing and and federal grants. Yeah.
It's literally every fucking annoying liberal you know has solar panels on their house that they paid no money for.
I mean, like you said, we don't get to make the rules. And I've gone
I
on
don't
these rants,
hate solar
and
panels. I don't hate solar, but
I'll apologize if I offended anybody out there. But the thing it's the wire thing. Okay? Like it's fucking Marlo Stanfield of The Wire. He's like, you want it to be one way, but it's the other way. Like you can't have it fucking both ways, people. Like that's the position that we're in. We want to export dollar bills and run the world,
right.
but we don't want anybody to push back. We want to buy
My
everybody's
argument
shit.
though was that you can continue that status quo if you're willing to exercise your military might.
If China cuts us off on our supply chains, we're fucked. And that's
Bomb
so
China.
I'm let's get back to where we were and we'll wrap, but like or talk about something else. But literally, I'm very, very curious where we're at right now, and I have no fucking idea what's going to happen next. I'm not smart enough to know, and we don't make the rules. But we are in a. There is a lot. I'm finally seeing though in the last 3 weeks or so. There's a lot of pressure from China, from Russia, from India, and the BRICS bloc on us and on Israel to say, hey, knock this shit off. Because if we continue this, we're going towards World War III, and we don't want World War III right now. So China actually has started curbing rare earths to us again. We actually have depleted a lot of the precision guided missile systems and the aerial defense missile systems. We are a bit depleted. That doesn't mean we don't kick ass. That doesn't mean we can't fucking nuke them tomorrow. But we've lost a lot of aircraft. You know, this has had a toll. Iran's done a good job kind of being a annoying fly, annoying
Right.
gnat at the barbecue. Like they just need to keep being the annoying gnats at the barbecue, and it's fucking us up. You know what I mean? So I hope it doesn't continue. I don't want to see people get killed. I don't know if it will. But it is a really fucking interesting time we're at right now. It's really kind of make or break. But we could be talking the next lingering with Luke, chatting with Chad, and we could be in full blown fucking World War III for all I know.
That would suck.
That would suck. I kind of don't want to see it.
Especially because we have then we have to like start like facing the reality that we have a nation of useless people.
Yeah, it's not good to be in tech right now. It's just laying off another 20 grand every day, 20,000 people every day.
I guess that's the one thing about my industry is nice. We actually do better during recessions.
Yeah,
we profit on the misery of others, I guess, which is nice.
Which is what we were talking about earlier. Not even political.
Chad, are you draftable still? Chad, you're 40. I don't think
no.
you're
I not only did I serve, but I fucking served all my.
Yeah, that's right. Chad was like Chad already did his
reserve
thing.
It, yeah, but no. So I told you this. After you serve, okay, technically, we're all draftable. Have you seen the videos of how they're pulling old men out of fucking their houses in Ukraine to send them to the front line? So if we need to go there, technically we're all draftable. They'll send you to the front line if they have to. However, when you finish your military service, you also do a selective reserve stint. So not only did I serve almost 9 years active duty, 8 and some change, I served an additional.
He's got experience. First to go.
Yeah. Fuck you. I did 8 years I did 8 years reserve status, and that expired like 6 years ago. So there you go. I've been out since 2013. No, Fax is going back. He hasn't been out
Fax
long
is
enough.
fucked. Fax has not been out for any time at all. Fax is like 24. He's so fucked.
Fax, I love you, but you're going back, buddy. But I've been out for fucking like 14 years now, so I ain't going back.
I'm gonna my whole thing with if I went to the military, I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be like, all right, it's fine. I'm just gonna like run this. I guarantee I would rise to I would definitely be some sort of officer if I went.
I got out in 2013.
If it were like World War II, I'd be an officer. I have a college degree that like basically made you an officer in World War II. So
yeah,
2013, it's fine.
2013, 2014, I got out. They could have called me back all the way up until like 2021, but we're about 5 years past that now. So fuck that.
They probably want me to like pitch the knuckleball in their baseball team.
But also,
if we're doing a draft, it's going back to baseball teams. So
we got the gun cabinet ready to go too if we need to. Right behind. Like, we got the emergency food over here. We're ready to go. Like I got CB radios.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna try to stay in West Virginia, but like I love it's a bummer that Virginia is what it is because I love Western Virginia so much.
Yeah,
but you know, you might as well stay on this side of the border.
Bro, their new governor's so brutal.
They suck.
It's so bad. They've literally been like communist takeover with their new governor. It's so crazy. Virginia's gorgeous. I've been to Virginia Beach a bunch. I love Virginia. Like it's terrible.
Virginia. A lot of people. I don't know. There's the western counties in Maryland and Virginia would love to be part of West Virginia.
Of course.
I mean, we've already broken federal law before to establish West Virginia as it is. I'm just saying. Bring them in. Bring in Southeast Ohio too. They like it.
By the way, it was in Maryland, and people always forget this. And they always tell you that Abraham Lincoln was the greatest president in the world, which is horseshit. Like, he suspended habeas corpus and tried to jail the legislature in Maryland because they were fucking telling him to kick rocks. Like, yeah, anyways. Fun fact for you. So you're right. There's always been that kind of outlaw congregation in that region still. Like the remnant of it. I love that.
Yep. All right, buddy. I appreciate you coming on tonight. It's been a great show.
Yeah.
I'm sure
we've pissed everybody off at this point, so it's a good time for it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's been about 2 hours too. It's been a good show. All right, buddy. I'll be in touch.
All right.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room. I realized it's all my fault, but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, but it'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.